Any members of the Muslim Brotherhood in this room tonight? If there are any members of the Muslim Brotherhood tonight, they may well be answerable for the viewpoints of the Muslim Brotherhood. I am not a member of the Muslim Brotherhood, and I bear no responsibility whatsoever for any views they may or may not hold. What I can tell you is the number of the views you have ascribed to them are false. The Muslim Brotherhood in Turkey is the elected power in Turkey, and if every country in the world had a prime minister like Erdogan, it would actually be a much better world than the one in which we are living. So please, don't try to play games of guilt by association with me. I am responsible for what I say and what I do. I am proud to be associated with the organizers of this meeting, whether they are members of the Muslim Brotherhood or not, and I suspect that the answer is not, and I hope that you've enjoyed it. You certainly seem to have enjoyed it. You've stayed for a very long time. I don't agree with you on the absolute right of freedom of speech for the reasons that I earlier adduced. For example, for someone to shout fire in this crowded auditorium would be them exercising their freedom of speech, but it would prejudice and imperil the rights to stay alive of the rest of us who might be killed in the ensuing panic. There are limits to what people can be free to say, and I've just given you one, and I gave you earlier three others. The limitations of libel and defamation, of the incitement to religious and racial hatred. These are all legitimate limitations on people's right to speak. You can harbor these thoughts if you like, but you may not proselytize for them, because the cost to the society as a whole of your proselytizing for them are greater than any benefit that we gain from affording you that freedom. I once was in New York, and I saw people in Nazi uniforms wearing swastikas on their arms, literally Sieg Heiling and marching through a Jewish neighborhood in New York in the name of freedom of speech. Well, if it was me, I would have arrested every last one of them and thrown away the key, because Nazism means the death of all freedom and all liberty. And if before 1933 we'd been able to snuff out Hitlerism before it came to power, well, the world would be a very different place today, and a very much better place. Now,